everybody, it's Mickie Giacomini, your host of Let's Talk Shop. Today is so exciting. We've got Kim Dahlberg with us today. That's right, Kim Dahlberg, stylist with Stella and Dot. I mean, yeah, those of you who know who Stella and Dot is, it's just all about the bling, right? So it's so exciting. She's with us today, and I can't wait to bring her on. So Kim, come on and join us. Hey, Kim, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, even better now that you're with us. So, I mean, who doesn't love to talk about jewelry?
Come on.
Gotta
have the bling.
You're always blinging. You always look fantastic. Always. So I'm so excited that you're with us today for many reasons, but let's just go ahead and dive on in. So you are a stylist with Stella and Dot, and you have quite the story on how that came to be. So please share with everybody how that became a reality for you.
So I have 3 grown children, and while they were in high school, I was on their booster board, so that kept me very active through their high school years and beyond. I stayed on even after they had graduated. And then once I decided to retire from that, I found too much time on my hands and needed to fill that extra time. So then I started thinking about what I could do as a side hustle. And I started just kind of researching home-based businesses and side businesses, and had it narrowed down to jewelry, but hadn't really decided which company to go with. And then I happened to be at a street fair in Roseville, and there was a Stella and Dot table, my sponsor. And I stopped and talked to her, and everything checked all the boxes I was looking for, and the rest is history. I couldn't sign up fast enough once I got home.
That's so exciting when it just like all aligns, and it's just so cool. So you got into it because you had too much time on your hands. I mean, who really can complain about that?
I know.
But you are one of those people who are always on the go, and I can see that. I mean, you know, they say you kind of have to keep busy so you stay out of trouble, right?
Well, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So share with everybody why you think having a side hustle is so important. I mean, I know for me, when I do career coaching and in my books, the Springboard Back to Success and Finding It, that's something I do highly recommend that my clients do, is get a side hustle together. I truly believe it's very important, but why do you think it's important?
Well, like you said, for me, it kind of gives me something extra to do. It not being involved in the high school anymore, you need to get out there meeting new friends and expanding your social circle, and this gives me the opportunity to do that. Plus, you're always learning. I mean, I'm learning this whole video conferencing and getting online and doing online shows. That's all foreign to me. So this is all something stretching my personal growth. And so it's really helping me personally with all of those things. But I've met some amazing women, and then this company does great with donating and benefits and that type of thing as well. So it gets me out there for a good cause.
Yeah, you get to do some heart work with it, right?
True. Yep.
Yeah, that's right. I almost forgot about that. Stella and Dot is really big on charity. Is that correct?
Charity. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we partner with several different companies throughout the year. April being Autism Awareness Month, we partner with the Holly Rod Foundation, and we've always got a piece that the proceeds from any purchases go towards the Holly Rod Foundation. October with breast cancer awareness, we've got our beautiful Swarovski crystal bracelet that the proceeds, there's actually 3 pieces in October that will be benefiting a company called Bright Pink, and Bright Pink is geared towards helping younger women do self-examinations for breast cancer, and then they also focus on ovarian cancer. So
wow.
Yeah, so it's really a big deal. Yeah.
So not only do you get to do something nice for yourself, but you're also helping to do something nice for others. as a result of purchasing jewelry through Stella and Dot, right?
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stella Dot has donated over $3 million worldwide since starting with these companies.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Wow. No wonder
Yeah.
you're so thrilled to be with them.
Every day I learn something new and I just love it even more. I belong here.
That's fantastic. So, you know, when I'm encouraging people to jump into some sort of side hustle, I mean, I know that you looked at some different areas in order to figure out what was the best side hustle for you. So can you give us some tips on things that somebody should look at when they are deciding on what sort of side job they should do?
Well, I mean, sit down and really think about your passions and how much effort you want to put into something. And, you know, I mean, there's a lot of home-based businesses that you've got to carry a lot of stuff around, and whether you want to have a lot of inventory or do more online. And I mean, there's so many options, and you just kind of have to figure out what's going to work the best for you and your family schedule. I mean, one of the benefits for me is I have a full-time job and there's no selling minimums with this company. There's nothing I have to maintain. So it's kind of do it on your own terms. And that was another thing that was really enticing to me, was that, you know, you don't have to meet quotas. You can flex in and out. So yeah, so just those are things to think about when you're looking at a side hustle, is how much time you can devote to it all the time, or just certain times of the year, or that type of thing.
Wow, that's really great that you don't have to meet those kinds of minimum quotas like a lot of other companies like that do, because it sounds like it alleviates a lot of that extra stress that comes with having to meet those minimums and so forth. And again, you have a full-time job on top of this. So
right. I have a full-time job that's very seasonal. So certain months of the year, I devote very little time to Stella and Dot, just because I'm working so many crazy hours and 6 and 7 days a week. And so I can't devote it. So that was another thing that really was in my decision process from the beginning.
Yeah, those are some important tips. I completely agree with you. Those are so important for people to really consider and see what kind of quotas, what kind of time, what kind of storage they're going to have in order to store things. And just
sure.
Like you said originally, the passion, you know, what's going to be something you can be passionate about. You shared with me something, I don't know if you realized that you made this comment, but you were sharing, you have your full-time job, which, you know, it's very enjoyable, but this is your job that you get to do.
Yep, this is my get-to job. This is not my have-to job. This is my get-to job. It's my choice, and it's amazing.
Fantastic. I'm so excited for you, and I know that you are just going gangbusters with it and just are so successful, and I know that people will be able to contact you if they have more information and all that. We'll put that in the links for the video. Now, This is the time in the show that we talk about other success tips that you might have for people. And I know that you have a podcast that you're getting ready to start listening to here pretty soon. Could you tell everybody a little bit more about that?
I can. I have not gotten into the podcast game yet, but top of my list is the founder of Stella and Dot. Her name is Jessica Herron, and she recently started doing a podcast called Self-Made. And everybody that's into podcasts that I know that listens to it says how inspirational and amazing it is. And I mean, she started Stella and Dot making jewelry on the floor in her living room. I mean, it started basically just with nothing, and it's national, and it's amazing. And so, you know, like I said, that's the first one I want to listen to, because how inspiring is that?
Right? Exactly. I love those stories too. It's just amazing. That's great. So for those of you listening and watching this right now, you may want to start listening to that podcast too. So that'll be good. Okay, so I have one more question for you before we move on, and that is, what is your all-time favorite success tip?
Just do it. Just go for it. Don't think too hard. I mean, yes, you have to put the thought process in initially to figure out where you want to go, but don't think too hard about going. Just jump in and do.
Right.
And if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. You can always switch to something else. I mean, but you don't know unless you try.
Right. Bingo. I agree with you. You got to just take action. Be action oriented. Take that risk, and it'll all be good for better or worse. At least you tried. So.
Right. At least you tried. You don't. you can what if forever.
Right. That's so true. So before I let you go, I want to know, do you have any big events coming up? Anything else you want to share about some stuff you're doing with Stella and Dot?
I do. Let me pull up my phone. Sorry. So on September 28th in Citrus Heights, California, there's a fall farmers market at a retirement community. It sounds like they're going to have quite a few vendors out there. So it's on Stock Ranch Road in Citrus Heights. And again, it's a fall farmers market.
Okay, I'm writing it down myself, so I'm going to try and get out there. Okay, if you can, go ahead and send me that information. I'll add it to our link.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that.
All right. Thank you so much, Kim, for being with us today. I really appreciate it. And I know that our fans do too.
All right, perfect. Thanks, Mickie.
You're welcome. All right, everybody. So if you would like to be a guest on Let's Talk Shop, then make sure you contact us today. All right, so you can contact us at info.dragonflyranch@gmail.com. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.